Vous pouvez commencer, monsieur Victor. Oui. Good morning to everyone. I don't know very well the Portuguese language. I don't know if you guys are gonna reach to get what I mean, but I appreciate ahead. Yes, before.
about it? Only that it's important to my aunts and to me. What's so important you're gonna miss your birthday for it? It's not so much about my birthday. It's more about what comes after. It sounds ominous. This thing, it's
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. I'm at the Academy to present you in here. It's 2 p.m. local time in Itajaí. I know it's still morning. I wish and hope you all have an excellent journey. I'm gonna start a very quick peek to introduce you the theme. Firstly, I'd like to greet all the authorities in here, mainly the rector, the dean of Univale Idiomas, and I appreciate this initiative, a great initiative of Univale by introducing Science Day. And I also heard that another country's universities are participating in this important activity called Science Day. That's a great opportunity to all and to everyone to to share the knowledge, to share this experience, and like that, we may contribute, we may bring our contribution to the table, engage everyone, and also arrange to achieve a sustainable exportation, equitable one, to every generation and future generation. With the resources we have, we still have on our surface, on our. Now I'm gonna start my presentation slides. This is about an issue concerning Congo that also shares its source with main emerging markets. The subject is called Sustainability and Economic Policy in Developing Regions, Case of Congo, Kinshasa. It's officially called Democratic Republic of Congo. And it's also located in the heart of the African continent. With a surface area of over 2 million square meters, over 2 million square kilometers. It's the second largest country in Africa after Algeria, but well behind Brazil, that stands with more than 8 million kilometers, more than 8 million square kilometers, and one of the 5 largest countries in the planet. Uh, Concerning the geography of the Democratic Republic of Congo, great similarities with Brazil. The territory of Congo extends on both sides, like Brazil, of the equatorial line. The Congo River is one of the longest in the world. Also, like Amazon, there's the raining season, and our river is probably one of the deepest. And it's one of the most important. And the second in the world with its flow rate of more than 80,000 cubic meters, one of the most powerful rivers in the world, only after Amazon River. Another trait, another characteristic that approach us from Brazil is the rainforest. Our Congolese forest is also one with over 3 million square kilometers. One part is in the Central Africa, another in the Congo Brazza, to east Rwanda, Burundi, like the Amazon rainforest. And it's one of the greatest basins that also brings us balance, ecological balance to the country and to the continent. Nowadays, with all those discussions about ecological system and sustainability and environment system, Congo is one of the main countries which they bring solution to the table, like Brazil. So that's why we have so many things to share. Now about the subsoil of Congo, we may find many natural resources, many. Since the beginning, the colonial times, the exploitation has been unimaginable. Also, we have a scandalous geological soil. They exploit many metals in Brazil, certain critical minerals, as for instance, copper, cobalt, lithium, coltan, and Congo is one of the biggest traders in this area. So the investors come from everywhere to look for and to exploit our mineral resources. It's true that these minerals are a very, very good to the country, to the country's economy, to the population. It's a hope that sometimes in the day by day situation, what people say, the minerals don't bring us, just bring us the best of all, the good things. Minerals bring us only health. That's what they say. But they also say it's also a curse because unfortunately, these kind of investors to exploit minerals in Congo make a big, big pressure on our natural resources. And that pressure is added to our other internal problems, like a growth of demographic growth that actually nowadays Congo is one of the biggest countries population in the world, and we also are projecting an increase over the next years. A big demographic growth is awaited. So, and the exploitation of natural resources are gonna get worse and worse over the next years. That's what we project. This and this may cause other problems like like create more corruption, inhibit other areas to develop in our economy. We need to recognize also that now Congo is standing in a very good place in the list of the country's perception of our corruption. Now we are in a good position. We got better. Another big issue in our country is the insecurity. We have a big worry about the armed groups action, and they don't only have political reasons. They also have reasons to protect and favorize and act in favor of the illegal exploitation of mineral substances. And that also aggravates our problem in Congo. And that is added to the children's work in the mines and the women works in the mines. Those are categories of people that we consider like vulnerable, that should be a bit more protected and put away of this kind of work. And since like 20 years, the guidance, our country's guides, they realize that we need to reflect, we need to to arrange, we need to establish who's gonna exploit our mineral resources in a more humanized way the things we find on the soil and under our subsoil, in our subsoil, we need to care. We need to put responsible people and make public policies debate about this. But of course, there are the pressures on it, pressure, capitalist pressure over it that wants to penalize. But besides all this polemic, we know that's a vital necessity because we are thinking about the future generations and the well-being of people. We thought that we integrated this paradigm in our economic paradigm, country paradigm. So about that, we have many different laws in our country. We have many different laws in our country, and those laws also resemble our economy and our local future. We have we are aiming with these laws to have an equitable growth, and also we demand a transition, energetic transition toward the mine usings, mine industries. Sometimes they already have these mechanisms, but not every day covering all those needs applied by the law. That's why we require them to use less coal. Everyone is aware of it, about our mineral resources, but we need to put in place an exportation that allows an equitable exportation, and that may help us to keep our environment with durability. So when we read our constitution, Congolese constitution, in our Article 58, this Congolese state needs to guarantee everyone the right to enjoy our mineral resources. This wealth is a national one, and we need to guarantee everyone the right to develop. And this is a constitutional principle, and it's in our international juridic system, and also in our politics. It's a main political sign for us. So in this special law, we need to organize our exportation system of mineral resources, and also we find in our agricultural code, we find in our forest code and many other laws like the water code, law about the nature conservation, the law of hydrocarbon code. And so that's what we want to have equitable and sustainable economic policies of the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's why that's where we find our principles in the law. But more interesting yet, when we read most of these laws over here, what's concerning about our social development, the Congolese laws integrate the the corporate social responsibility. Our laws bring corporate social responsibility in our country. This is one of the main one of the main demandings. Firstly, it was like a software demanding, but now after 2015, all the laws that were adopted tried to reinforce and to get more obligation concerning the corporate social responsibility to our country's environment. As for instance, the obligation to have and to make, to conduce studies about the social responsibility and the social impacts of these activities. For example, when we build a new scene, an industry, we need to have the project uh, telling us what are those impacts of this mining activity, and also a plan of the social and a sustainable environmental of this activity. And we need to put all this in act to try to reduce the impact of this of harm caused by those activities. So we had many advances concerning the social responsibility about environmental questions. So from now on, since we exploit the mineral resources with industrial activity, creates a damage to our people, soil, or people, the actor, the causer of this damage must fix it. He must repair its damage caused by his corporate. Before they were not obliged to repair the environmental damage, but from 2015 on, they are obliged to repair. So in here we established a principle to repair the damage caused to our environment. So we created this to protect our future generation. That's a recipe. So from now on, they set aside a good amount of money if they are obliged to repair some damage caused by their activity. So they need to also conduce these projects. For instance, when we build a hospital, a school, some measures we took. But about our local plan, big investments in here in the local community, the law insists in the needing of integrating the local people. So each time they come to here, besides their foreign investment, they also come, they need to participate and help hospitals, schools, and our local community with their foreign capital, not only exploit our human resources. They need to have the social responsibility. we also have some demanding things like you need to privilege our people to hire. We have a priority in hiring nationals. In we have a we prioritize Congolese companies and Congolese capital to exploit our mineral resources. We also integrated nationals into the capital of mining companies exclusively of the contracting market for the benefit of the Congolese companies and Congolese capital. And when we see in practice, we also see a big contrast, effectiveness of economic and sustainability policy. We see the contracts in the forest resources, electric resources, mineral resources, and also the flow, financial flow that circulates in Congo. It's not compared with the life standard that people are having in the daily life. Our human indexes are very, very low. Unfortunately, Congo is listed as one of the poorest countries. It's a contradiction situation, but like everywhere, why this contract? That's what we ask in our country. But this is one of the occasion that we in Congo may enjoy to share this experience, this sad situation, to know exactly and to be know like in Brazil. Brazil also has many similar points like geography. Nowadays, Brazil is classified as one of the most developed countries and also emerging markets, a big, big, powerful country like other countries in Europe and Asia. But unfortunately, in Congo, we don't have this kind of development yet. But we have the challenges like to overcome the poverty, the to have a sustainable nature system, sustainable environment, to deal with our social economy that may help and bring benefits to everyone. So, dear Dean and dear Rector of Univalley, I just need to appreciate, I repeat all my acknowledges to Univalley that wanted us to participate in the fifth edition of the Science Day. I do appreciate.